Wells started his career at Wolves before moving on to Dandytown, where his game really began to flourish.
I think Nahki was about 11. He was playing in the under-13 league. He was actually eligible for the under-11 league at that time. We were short in the older age group. Someone else was coaching that team, and as the youth director at that time, I stepped in because someone else wasn't available, which happens in local football. And once I was able to go there and coach, there wasn't a large number, so we had a lot of the young guys coming through. And the first time I really noticed his potential, his attitude, it was pouring rain, October, I would never forget it. I think it was one of my first sessions where I took this group of boys, and I was like only 5 or 6 shirted up. The other 3 or 4 actually went to go inside, but Nahki was like, no, let's stay out there for training. And he actually managed to the hill session, didn't complain, and I was like, this is like European type of weather, and showed a lot of his character by actually just going out and doing what I asked him. It wasn't a great session. It's probably real grassroots, just letting him have a little touch of the ball, a little kick around, but he never complained. And he didn't let the elements bother him.
Always was the first one to train and wanted to be the last one to leave. Just wanted to do his extras, especially free kicks. Loves to take free kicks, and anything along the lines of staying on top of his game. He wanted to perfect his craft, and the finishing part was definitely a highlight, because he was, I wouldn't just say natural, but by putting in the work, looked like he was natural. So with his left foot, right foot, no matter which way, he can make something happen.
What struck me the most about Nahki was that he had, I wouldn't say perfect balance, but he had great balance. Great balance meaning left foot, right foot. And I think he had the temperament where when he missed, he wasn't overly upset, just like when he scored, he wasn't overly excited. So I think he always had that, that balance of being a finisher. Yeah, I'm going to take him, but this is what I do.
Definitely saw potential in him, and he was playing for Dandytown. Because he was able to score all different types of goals, and that was something that I remember saying to him, you have the ability to play professional football. It's just a matter, it's just up to you, whether you want to go ahead and achieve that or not. And he's been able to do that, but that's what sticks out. He can score headers, free kicks, tap-ins, running away from people, and that's his strength. He can score all types of goals, back to goal, finish. You get some players that they drive off of crosses and the heading balls in, or they just feed off the little scraps. Someone else shoots, the goalkeeper drops it and they're tapping it in. So it's all different types of players, but he can score from a distance. He's got a good shot on him, left foot, right foot. And he's got that ability. He knows how to identify what's needed when the ball's coming to him to put it in the back of the net.
Back when Nahki was probably about 12 years old, myself and Kenny Thompson had taken a team away, and Nahki was a part of the team. We went to Ajax, and Ajax always play 1 year up. They're the younger group playing in an older division, and he was just dominant. He was just dominant. I mean, they couldn't do anything with him.
Arguably, the biggest highlight of Wells' career with Dandytown arrived in the 2009-10 season, when he played an integral role in guiding the St. John's Road club to the Premier Championship.
Those are the days where we can all look back and say, yes, we knew that he would be where he is right now. Was the highlight usually of my experience in watching Dandytown. Football's not the same as it was back then, but I think those are the moments that we should cherish, because that's where he started, and from that point, that's where he had the opportunity to grow. Even in those moments, he was still a goal scorer. And when you're watching a game, that's what you want to see. You want to see goals, and he always lived up to that expectation.
His dream of becoming a professional became reality after signing for English Football League side Carlisle United in January of 2011. Wells' stint at Carlisle was short-lived, however, as the club opted not to renew his contract at the end of the season. However, better fortunes awaited Wells at Bradford City, where his game went to a whole new level, scoring 42 goals in 91 appearances.
At Carlisle, he didn't really get an opportunity, and at Bradford, they sort of, saw something in him, and it's worked out for him.
Wells' stint at Bradford peaked when he and his Bantams teammates made 2 cup final appearances at Wembley Stadium during the 2012-13 season. The Bantams lost to Premier side Swansea in a lopsided English League Cup final. However, Wells and his teammates would not be denied glory when they returned to Wembley 3 months later and defeated Northampton Town in the League One playoff final, with Wells getting his name on the score sheet to become the first Bermudian to score at the iconic stadium.
That's brilliant, you know, to score at Wembley, to play at Wembley. I mean, you got some players that's played in England, you know, big name players that never even played at Wembley, you know, so to score there, it's fantastic.
It's huge. I mean, many of us, male or female, won't have that opportunity. And I think he represented Bermuda and himself very well. I couldn't really ask for much more from him. I think that would definitely be a huge milestone and probably something that he would say is the biggest memory of his career. And I'm just happy for him. I'm happy that he has been given this opportunity and has taken full advantage of it.
Just the atmosphere was just unbelievable, and was just, brought almost like tears to my eyes to see that, Nahki is on, or a Bermudian playing, especially Nahki, is on this stage.
Wembley it's an experience that I think every single professional footballer, there's in England will want to experience. Nahki has experienced it twice. Sean's experienced it twice. Myself, I've experienced it once, and the whole build up to it, it's like 2 weeks of just constantly every day talking about it. You go get your suits fitted, and it's just a whole different atmosphere. And in the end, everybody wants to win.
Everyone at Danny Tom, that he is our #1 player. No one has reached what he has done yet, and there'll be some time, I think, before others will get to a level to play at Wembley and score goals, etc.
Wells has long dreamed of playing at the top of English football's pecking order, and after spending nearly 3 seasons at Bradford City, he took another step towards realizing that dream when he signed for Championship side Huddersfield Town. And despite stepping up to a higher league, the goals have kept coming at a reasonably steady clip for the Bermudian striker.
You would definitely need to be an outstanding player to play in that division. Coming from Bermuda, the level that we play at, this is 50 times higher. It looks easy on TV, but the guys work hard, they train hard, and everything that you do is scrutinized as a professional footballer. And Nahki's done quite well. Everybody has to be given that opportunity in order to get that chance. And once he was given that opportunity, he has showed, that he could handle that stage.
He can score from any angle, and that's because sometimes you can't tell if it's right-footed or left-footed. And the way that he scores, whether it's curled shots, striking the ball cleanly, whatever it is, he sees his opportunity even before it comes.
He's not afraid to miss, and as a forward, you have to have that about you. He catches people unexpected. That's one of his strengths. Close ball controls, turn, shot at goal, and that's something that you have to have. That's definitely his strength in the game, his finishing. He's a good finisher, and he's got pace, and that's the thing that stands out with me, that he's not afraid to miss. He will keep getting in there in positions, and when you're on form, they keep going in.
Sent long, Nahki Wells underneath this. Wells! Debut goal for Huddersfield! And is that to be the match winner? 90th minute, Nahki Wells. What a signing he could turn out to be.
I could say I had a good season last year, but I think it wasn't as good statistically as I would have liked it to have been.
Robin Hood Pub and Restaurant, Bermuda's #1 sports bar. The place to watch live sports while enjoying great pub-style food. They offer a wide range of menu options from breakfast to authentic Indian curries.